Hi there, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first cylinder. So these problems are coming from the slides that are on the lesson today. So if you go into Google Classroom and you look at the lesson for today, you're going to need to take a look at those slides. It has a variety of other useful information such as formulas and vocabulary words. So this is our first problem. And it tells us to find the surface area of the given cylinder. So you'll see on the Google Slides that the formula that was given for surface area was 2 times pi r squared. So that accounts for, that part of the formula accounts for these two circles. And remember that what I'm coloring in now, this is the net of this cylinder. So this is just a flattened out 2D version of this. All right, and then the second part of our formula is adding the length of the rectangle part, so that's this, and times pi times the diameter. And that is because this rectangle is wrapped around the center of the cylinder. So this rectangle part is going to be this part of the cylinder. And then these parts, the circles, are going to be either end of the cylinder. So kind of like the caps on the end of the cylinder. All right, so now that we have our formula, let's go ahead and start plugging in. So again, we have our surface area that equals 2 pi times the radius squared. So our radius is given here, and our radius is 2. And then squared, we'll go ahead and end the parenthesis there, and then we're going to add the length, which is 3, and then times pi, and then times the diameter. So this is where we need to be a little bit careful. So the diameter, it's not explicitly given. Now they give us the radius, which is 2. Now the diameter is going to go all the way across. So the diameter is 2 times the radius. So it's going to be 4. So once we have this, we can actually just plug this whole thing into our calculator. So we are going to do 2 parentheses. Now you do want to make sure that you use the pi button and not type in 3.14. Because the pi button is going to be more precise than you just typing in 3.14. So then we're going to do 2 squared, and our parentheses, plus parenthesis 3 pi and 4, and parenthesis. So when you put that into the calculator, you are going to get 20 pi. So this is our answer in terms of pi, but I want you to think about this. So if somebody said, let's imagine that somebody has a cylinder-shaped package for, maybe it's a birthday gift or, some sort of gift for someone, and it's in a cylinder box. And somebody else is asking, hey, how much wrapping paper do I need to cover this cylinder box? Is it going to make sense to say, oh, you need 20 pi wrapping paper? Not so much. So we want to take that out of terms of pi. So this is not necessarily incorrect. But I think the better version is going to be, so this is our answer in terms of pi. So if we're doing a decimal approximation for our answer, that is going to be, if we round to the nearest hundredth, it's going to be about 62.83, let's make sure we label it, centimeters, and it's squared because it's surface area. So this is our answer. Now, to go from this to this in your calculator, all you have to do is hit the double arrow button and then enter. All right, that is all for number 1.